See me dunk on the Greek Freak? Do you like Simply Autumn's YouTube channels? How about you subscribe to my channel to get great dunks just like this? Caught up body about a week ago. Messing with me and get the tweaking, run up on it, get the squeezing. Now, if you want more videos like this, make sure you go over and watch my gameplays for the NBA 2K18 My Career. I love you all. Let's jump right into the video. What's up, man? Welcome back to my channel. Excuse the pause there. This is the game before. I don't know how I'm gonna upload this, but this is the game before where I talked about in my gameplay for the My Career how we lost to the Brooklyn Nets twice. I played terrible this game. I had maybe one assist this game, and I started to heat up in the fourth quarter right about the right time. Anyways, this is a story time video, and I'm struggling with what kind of story time I want to do, but I know exactly the one I want to do, so I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I'm gonna jump right into it. I know in this, well, not in this video, but in the previous video I said I would never talk about any of my anxiety, depression, derealization again, and I'm not. This is just me talking about a really horrible experience I had with depression. My first really terrible, I don't even know what to call it, because I haven't even addressed it, damn near haven't even talked about it, but this was the time that I was still friends with my ex, the devil, who goes to school with me. Now, I call her the devil, but I'm over it. People are either in your life for one or two reasons. They're a blessing or a lesson, and I feel like this young lady was a lesson, so I'm going to stop referring to her as the devil. I know a couple of my friends will feel that way, but I'm not gonna, I'm in a better place now in my life where I can forgive and forget and move on, and that's all thanks to Sierra and the friends that I have around me now. But I was hanging out with my ex, and this was the day that I went for my first therapy session with my therapist, clearly. And in that session, she just opened up a lot of wounds that it took years for me to just cover up. She opened up a lot. We really went there in this session. And so I was really off. I was really feeling a little bit off because I'm like, man, this is stuff that I haven't even faced head on, because it's scary when you go through something and you never want to talk about it again and you don't want to think about it. It's scary when you reopen all those wounds and you just get to thinking man, I've really been through this. Wow, this is really my life. Wow, I really want things to change. So I went to my ex's dorm, and she was like, what's wrong with you? And I was basically telling her what happened in therapy, and she's just trying to give me advice, I would say. And that was that. We ended up going to the movies, and she was like, I'll pay for your movie. And I was like, cool. It was me and her friend and her friend's girlfriend, I believe. Her friend's girlfriend was there, I believe. Anyway, we went to go see The Girl on the Train, and I only remember that because it was such a great movie. It was so great. And there's a scene in the movie where the guy is cheating on his wife with the nanny, and my ex is sitting next to me, and she's encouraging the cheating, and she's just cheering for it. Now, mind you, my ex has put me through some shit, and I've put her through some shit. I'm not gonna make myself seem like the victim here at all, because I've put her through some shit when I was in high school, being young and thinking I had all these hoes. I put her through some shit too, so but it doesn't make it excusable. It does not make what I put her through excusable for the things that she put me through. And she just blatantly cheated on me. I've never cheated on anybody. I will never cheat on anybody. I will never cheat on Sierra. Sierra's my last relationship, by the way. Sierra will be the girl that I marry. That's just my goal. Just from jump, I just want to say that. But she was encouraging the cheating, and it was pissing me off. It was really getting underneath my skin, because I had just went to therapy. I had just told my therapist about all this stuff, and now you're sitting here encouraging this cheating, and you're trying to be funny. So we was at the movies at the Gateway, and the movies was over, and the movie was packed, because this had to be opening night of the movie. And so as soon as the movie was over, I jump up and I just start walking. I just take off. I ain't wait for nobody. I ain't none of that. I was just so pissed, and I just took off walking down the street. And so she catches up with me, and she's like, what's wrong with you? And this, that, and the third. I'm like, nothing, I'm nothing. I'm like, nothing, I'm nothing. I'm good. And so she's like, you're always kill the vibe. You always do this shit. You always kill everything. You should go be by yourself. You ain't nothing. This, that, and the third, just dogging me, right? So I'm already down. And at this point, this was the first time in my life where I've ever felt like I didn't want to be anywhere at all. And that feeling is not a good feeling. And if you're feeling like that, let me know. We can talk. We can have a conversation. I'm here for you. Life is worth living. I promise you. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I call my friend, who was also my ex. I called my friend Taylor. And I told her, I'm like, listen, I can't do this anymore. Y'all have put me through so much shit. Taylor didn't put me through some shit. This bitch right here didn't put me through some shit. I done been through some shit with my friends. I'm just feeling like I ain't shit. And I'm the type of person, I do everything for everybody. I make sure I look out for everybody because I feel like I'm a real friend. And I'm not gonna say I'm a perfect friend, not by a long shot. I'm not a perfect friend because I have been in situations where I should have did things a lot different, but I didn't. But I feel like I'm a real ass friend. I'm gonna have your back. I'm not gonna let nobody talk shit about you while I'm sitting there. I'm not gonna let nobody disrespect you. None of that. So I was just feeling like if I'm such this good person, where the blessings at? If I'm such this good person, why am I feeling like this? So I called Taylor. I told her I'm done. I'm done. Fuck this shit. I'm out. I hate all y'all. And me thinking I hung up from Taylor, she's still on the phone. And, damn, I hope I ain't say her name. And my ex walks up to me. Now, my ex has a fiance. That's another story for another time. I may tell that story, but my ex has a fiance. And this is the person who she left me for. So this is now her fiance. And she was like, you mad because you wanted to be with me, you wanted to marry me, you salty because I don't want to be with you, this, that, and the third. And I looked her right in her face and I said, don't come to my funeral. And I walked away. And I meant that with everything in me. This was the day I was like, this is the last day of my life. I'm going to die right here. I felt so much like shit. Like, do anybody love me? Do people care for me? And it's clear as day now that people love for me and people care for me. But at the time, I was just so focused on this negative bitch, this negative Nancy, that I couldn't see the other people that I had in my life. So she grabs my phone, she calls my mom, and she's like, oh, I'm trying to kill herself. You need to come down here. And so, in the process of her having my phone, none of my friends could get in contact with me. So now Taylor knows what's going on. So Taylor's trying to call Eric. Eric trying to call Barb. Christina trying to get in touch with Barb. Now, Christina used to have the password to my Instagram, so she just logged in and messaged Barb like, hey, this Christina. Autumn went missing. Like, you need to message me. London gets involved now. This was my friend at the time, so whatever. I didn't want to say any names, but this is my friend at the time, so whatever. And they're calling me. They're blowing my phone up. They're doing this, and my mom finally comes. And I'm telling my mom, like, I've been through a lot with you. I've been through a lot with these people. This is what happened, and I'm addressing certain situations with her, and she says that never happened, this, that, and the third. So I'm just through. So the next day I get on Twitter, and I'm just, like, explaining. Like, I didn't say exactly what happened. I was like, this is why I feel this way. And one of the friends that I just mentioned, I won't say who, sends me this long message and basically says that she has to love me from a distance. I was butthurt about it because I thought me and this friend was tight as fuck. Like, I thought we was thick as thieves. And I go through something and you were there for me, and that's great. But for me to, like, put it on Twitter as to why, and I didn't even explain, like, everything that happened. I was just venting. And for her to be like, I have to love you for a distance, that really hurt me. And she was laughing in my face about the whole situation. But to that friend, I want to let you know that I no longer hold any anger or hostility towards you. And not towards just you, to just anybody that I've fallen out with over the past years, whether it be last month, today, last week. I hold no hostility towards y'all. I love y'all. I really do. And I hope that you guys are doing everything that you want to do and achieving all the goals you want to in life. I'm going to be cheering for you from a distance. Because I love y'all. Once a friend, always a friend. That's just how I see it. If you want more videos like this, just go ahead and press the subscribe button. You want more videos like this of me taking the Greek freaks to the basket, make sure you're pressing that subscribe button, liking, follow me on all social media platforms. The links to all that will be in the description below. Thank you for watching the video. See you soon. On teams. Don't ask me why. Oh shit.